Created in 12 hours, changed from compo to jam as I use open source music. You cluster iRush. So this is Taro Mia speaking. I'll be playing iRush eventually as it downloads very slowly apparently. Cool. Okay, so let's extract that right now. But in the meantime, here's a description of the game. iRush by Asobi Tech. Created in 12 hours. Changed from comp to jam as I use open source music. You're a cluster of eyeballs in space, attacking with your eyes the advancing rotating squares. You have 1 minute to get the highest score possible, but at the top shows how much time there is left. Don't let the squares get past it as it breaks your screen chain. Don't let the squares get past the top, I assume. WASD the cursor to move around, space to fire. Gamepad supported. I've gone for a Game Boy look and feel with 160 and 144 pixel resolution and 4 shades of gray-green. Coded in GL Basic, graphic graded with graphic scale, sound effects with trusty SFXR, and game music. Okay, let's go for it. Alright. That's alright. The virus scanner is being angry at us, as it always is. Oh, oops. Okay. Let's see if we can turn this correctly. Alright, let's do that. Gamepad supported, it says. iRush, high score. Ludum Dare 32 by Unconventional Weapon Team Asobi. Okay, go for it. Okay. What? Am I aiming perfectly vertically? I am aiming perfectly vertically. High score 950. Okay, so I have exactly a minute to work this out then. I'm a great player. Oh man. I keep dying. First off, very juicy. I like the feel of killing these enemies, and it gives a lot of oomph to the game. I do like that, you know, these eyeballs actually retract, which is really cool. Which gives for a lot of strategies. Alright, cool. I got a pretty decent high score. Let's do that again. Oh, that background weird bar thing is a timer. I didn't notice that. Now I know. It seems like a higher scores is based off of the chain, so let's get that working then. Alright. that didn't work out. Let me see if I can get a better chain than last time. Oh. I am not doing well. Darn it. I guess chain is time-based then? Let's try that. I'm under the impression it's time-based. Alright. I'll try to get it so that I survive the entirety of the time for the second time. Yeah, I'm actually having pretty fun with this, because there's a lot of oomph to the shots that's being made. The camera shakes are really helping. The visuals are clear, I can tell what is an enemy and what isn't. I always feel like I'm at fault, the controls feels absolutely tight. It's a really polished game. Oh gosh. Darn it. That was close. So the fact that I felt like, oh, that was close, I actually made it through, made me feel like really gratifying. Oh, okay, that's my fault right there. Made it really gratifying because I'm like, wow, the glider box are smaller than the graphics would imply, which is a good thing because now I have these sort of close encounters where I'm like, wow, that was really close. And it makes me feel good that I was able to dodge those kind of stuff. So this is kind of like a good example of what I say, you know, a really juicy, really well-polished game in the sense that it feels great, absolutely. I feel very powerful and very enabled in the abilities that I'm given. The eyeball movements are actually really predictable. And I keep running into things, which is my fault, but that's largely because, you know, I feel like that's my fault. I do think that there's like an overwhelming amount of enemies on the screen, but that's alright. I'm still enjoying myself, and I'm still replaying as it is, so I see there's nothing wrong with that. Oh. Well, I messed that one up. I'm a little confused at the chain concept, but then again, I'm kind of like not focusing on that right now too much. Oh. One more time. I'm kind of not fond of the limited ammo, granted, but that's about it. I'm kind of hard-pressed to call this unconventional weapon because it doesn't really feel like one. Ooh, that was a close one. Another close call right there. Those kind of close calls I think are really good. Alright, never mind, that's good enough. Yeah, very cool, like that. Very polished. Innovation, not very. Fun? You know what? Yeah, I had a solid amount of fun. It feels good, the whole thing plays well, I thought it was really cool. Theme, maybe 2 stars. Graphics was really consistent, I liked it, the audio was really good. I'm not sure you're allowed to go for audio here because you took the music from that. But like, all the sound effects felt like they had a lot of oomph and weight to it, so I really like that. There's no humor, the mood is excellent. Overall, kind of like 4-star-ish for me. I felt like I had games that were more fun than this, but this is an absolutely polished package, I thought. Yeah, maybe knocked down the fun a little bit to kind of reflect that now that I think of it. But yeah, it's a really polished mechanic. Is the keyboard not working? Oh, there we go. Very polished game, really enjoyed it. With tight controls and predictable bullet eyeball movements. Had a lot of fun with it. Too bad it's only a time attack game, but it did make me replay it a lot. So I feel like that's like a really good example of a game that really makes you feel like you're in control of the situation. It has like controls that are absolutely fantastic and so forth. Made a quick high score chaining